This is inaugural moment. I've got my thing set up, whatever you want to call it, apparatus working, kind of. But my magnet got knocked off because I didn't have the motor and my plexiglass protractor here aligned properly. This was just super glued on, but I'm going to probably epoxy this. But I've got my keyboard in my lap right now, so I can show you guys. Alright, I just turned on the script, and now I'm going to do the P key. So it's loaded it up. This is where the magnet would be, but super glue isn't the best. And now, ideally, I would be able to swing it with the Q key, but basically what happens is it seems like it's releasing the holding torque on the motor, but it swings through the coil now. So I can go back, and then boom. And if it weren't for my magnet getting knocked off the plexiglass protractor here, then I could connect my coil to my ADC here, and we can figure out the angle that I need to calibrate the Scotch yoke for. Although I currently have it set so that this is like 60 degrees. It feels like it's more than that because this looks like it's beyond half of the 90-degree arc length here. So it's at least going 45, and this releases it. So, I mean, in theory, or I guess the goal is that I could press a button like this, and I would get this motion, but driven by the motor continuously. And as you can see, this is basically like, this is what I define as zero right here. Level it out, this is 0 degrees, essentially. Then we have positive, negative in either direction. When I load it up here, it's almost like a little bit too much. So like if I can't there's no holding torque right now, which is kind of suspicious, but it's a little bit much because then my motor here on the mount rotates. It's all good. And then just gravity. So that's pretty nice. I'm going to have to think of maybe modifying my method for mounting the motor on the retort stand. I'm going to have to glue my magnet, epoxy it onto the plexiglass protractor. But now I can directly measure the magnetic field strength of literally the magnet that I'm going to be using. Before I was just going to use a stunt double because there was like 5 of these that came in the package. So it's like, we're assuming that they're all the same, but now I can have a direct measurement of the exact one I'm using. And it's, the aliens, the gods, the fates, what have you, they were like, we need to just slow this guy down a little bit, knock that magnet off, but it's all good. Boom. Money. Alright, let's get it, you guys. Sunday night, procrastinating work because I'm tinkering, of course. So I have to epoxy this magnet back onto my plexiglass protractor attachment, but I'm taking this opportunity to measure the magnetic field strength using the Hall sensor here, which I have taped on top of part 1 of Maxwell's A Treatise on Electricity and Magnetism. So this magnet is 3 millimeters from the bottom of the plastic ruler here. I have this script where I start it, it's going to collect a baseline reading, then I'm going to move the magnet directly above the Hall sensor, and then I press spacebar, and then it's going to collect the field strength, and it's going to estimate what the true strength of the magnet is. So I'm going to start it here. Ah, crap. It said it didn't find my 80C. Okay, well, so much for that, I guess.